Girl, what's the word, man? Old again, what's poppin', man? It's your boy back at it. You know what I'm saying? This is my you can say my 7 week, process of 720s, you know what I'm saying? Everything's coming in nice so far that I see. I haven't seen I'm in ripple stage, but I don't really see the whole pattern. So I'm gonna show you what I have, honestly. That's why I haven't dropped a lot of videos, because honestly I don't got things to talk about the pattern, but I'm maintaining my ways. If you're my day one subscribers and my new ones, you guys already know I use a lot of good products, so it's no problem with that. So I'm gonna show you what I have. 7 weeks, we're going to 8. It's been a long day, man. I feel like I cut my hair 3 years ago, bro. Like, it's taking so long to grow. My hair takes long to grow. I ain't gonna lie, I cut my hair with a 0 guard. But as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see ripples or I know I can see my crown. You guys can see the crown right here too. So that's what I have. So this is how I've been brushing. You know what I'm saying? If you're new in my channel, thank you, welcome. Thank you, appreciate it. But this is brushing so far. For me, this was the easiest way to brush because my crown is off center. So I start from behind my ear, right here, behind my ear. So for me, it's more comfortable. On top of that, I'm lefty. So in my crown, it clockwise, which means it rotates, you know what I'm saying? Regular clock, on clockwise is the opposite. So in that situation, I'm good. I see the ripples. I don't know if you guys can see the ripples, but right here, I can see the ripples in this section. But I was expecting to see it faster. I started brushing the day after I cut my hair. I started brushing with this one. This is a softie. Why? Because I was training. I was learning what way I was gonna brush my hair, so I won't be able to, you know what I'm saying, create a lot of forks and keep it the same way. Because that's the major concern about having a pattern. Like if you start some way, especially including your brush, I got a video that talks about what type of brush you gotta stick with, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you a tip real quick. If you started with a curved brush, stay with it until your patterns develop. The reason why, because each brush is different, you know what I'm saying? And they got rows of bristles. You know, like the flat, the same Torino flat, they got 7 rows, 9 rows, 8 rows, 6 rows. So remember, you're brushing your hair one day a week with this, and then you use a flat with a 9 rows, and then you switch it to the 8 rows or 6 row. It's not gonna pull the same hair they're supposed to put at the beginning, because you switching the brushes. So you can create fork and lack of brushing because you changing your brush constantly. You gotta stay with it. Stay with one. If you're gonna swap it, right, and change it for another one, when you get a haircut and you cut it with a 1.5 or 2.5, that's what I get. You start with this brush and stay with it. You know what I'm saying? If you got tired of it, do the same process. Cut it 1.5, so you could train your hair and mold your hair with the brush. That's a lot of mistakes that we made. We always switching the brushes, and the brushes, they different. Like the curve, I like the curve because the curve, it molds to your hair, like, you know what I'm saying? Look, for me, I got a big head, pause. So for me, I'm satisfied because the curve of the Torino Pro flat, it don't grab my hair like this. So I need something to hold my hair like that. So that's the reason why I've been waiting for 2 years already, and that's why you always see that I got always using the curve. I got a few curves, not a lot, but I got few, and I got flat brushes. But I learned that in the long run, if you change your pattern, or if you want to change your brushes, cut it to 1.5. If you're coarse hair, if you're medium like me, 2.5. If you're a straight hair, cut it with a 3. You know what I'm saying? The thinnest the hair you have is the higher the guard you gotta cut your hair. That's what I learned so far. As you can see on my back, I got a lot of brushes, but this is one of my favorite ones. This is what I started with in the medium and the hard brush. So after this one right here, I'm connecting this. If it was a 360, this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. But since it's 720 is a donut, so I'm connecting 4 angles in one, as you can see. Not even 5 angles, because look, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's crazy, right? But that's how 720 is. So after that, I come here, because my crown is off center. So that's how I do it, right here. I wish my crown was more to the center. I wouldn't be doing these type of angles right here. And you gotta twist your wrist. You see I'm twisting it? You gotta twist that wrist. Make sure you create a donut around your crown. Boom. After that, I come right here, aiming to the crown. You see my brush is aiming the crown. Okay, everybody got their own techniques to brush their 720s. This is easier for me. So right here, I'm just close to the crown and just scooping it to the back and moving my hair a little bit at the same time. And boom. After I'm done, in the back, I always brush like this. It's more comfortable for me. I use back of the brush, like that. I feel more comfortable. It's how you're feeling comfortable. But you gotta make sure you stay consistent with the same strokes. You cannot change it. One day come like this, and then no, you gotta stay the same. That's why when I started brushing my 720s, I looked for a way that I could keep it like that, you know what I'm saying, until I get a new pattern. And from here, you see I scoop it from the back. I scoop all the way, boom. I scoop it like that. So the entire brush is brushing the hair. So this is how it looks when you look at the brush. Look, I'm gonna do a demonstration. You see my brush, you see the bristles, right? That's how it looks like. You see? All the way from the back. Remember, you don't want to overlap your angles. You gotta give your angles space. It's all about connections, but your angles need that space. All angles need that little special space, like we together, but we not in top of each other. That's the main key about having 720s. So after I'm done with it, I just come, do the same thing, and then I just do touch-ups, you know what I'm saying, like come up, like a little bit like this, but keep it precise, you know, not overlapping, just like that, you know. And so far, that's it. I don't have a lot to show. You know, I'm still on Ripple stage. Hopefully, you know, I can see my waves here. They already starting to develop because my hair is getting thicker. You can see right here. That's the one wave that is coming in right here. There's another one that is coming in. So honestly, this is my 7th week. Hopefully, 8 week, which is next week, I think I'll be able to visualize my pattern. You know what I'm saying? I'll be able to see more evidence. I see ripples, I see shadows, but I'm not confidence about my angles. I know that I'm brushing the right way because I'm not overlapping my angles, but I feel like I need more hair so I could be able to see my angles. And since I started 7 weeks ago, I started with the same. As soon as I scout, I started training. Like, how am I gonna brush it? This is the right way. If I brush this way, I'm gonna keep it like that so I don't create forks. Because that's the thing. A lot of us, when we start from day one, we switch a lot of angles, and that's why we create a lot of forks. By the time your hair is already after ripple stage and your hair is already developed, you see a lot of forks crashing, a lot of waves crashing. Why? Because in the process, growing your hair, you were switching your angles too many times. So I'm trying to stay consistent with my angles and just keep it the same. This is my first time with 720s. I'm a 540 waver, to be honest. I started with a 540 spiral. If you, a lot of you guys see my videos, I started with a 540 spiral. To be honest, I was elite when I started with a 540. And that was my first time having a 540. But why? Because I was paying attention to the angles and I was studying a lot of good wavers out there. So I took notes, you know, so I became a good student. And I'm still taking notes on a lot of wavers. There's a lot of dope wavers out there, man. Shout out to all of them. Because of them, I'm here and I'm learning and I'm still learning. And I'm teaching my subscribers and whoever want to get waves. A lot of people say waves is easy, but I said it's no. Why? Because you got to maintain it. If you don't brush, your waves goes away. It don't matter how your hair is. If you brush, if you wear your hair and then you get waves, if you got wavy hair. I got curly hair. All I got to wear my hair and they get curly. But having waves is another level. You got to maintain it. You got to wash your hair. You got to oil your hair. Make sure your hair don't get dry. Moisturize it when it's too hot. It's a lot of stuff, man. I used to have twists. I used to have dreadlocks. I used to have braids. I used to have all that, bro. And it wasn't that hard as this, to be honest. Why? Well, for the twists and all, I used to go to the beauty salon and just pay the lady. For the twists, I used to go to my mom's. My mom had a beauty salon. Pay her, wash my hair. For the braids, the same thing. Go to beauty salon. You know what I'm saying? And just pay for it. And that's it. But waves, you gotta take care of yourself. That's the difference between waves and against all this is going on, braids and all that. Waves, you gotta take care of yourself. You don't take care of yourself, it's done. And a lot of wavers gonna agree with me. That's it. That's all I gotta have to show you. Let me do a little plastic bag. It's my day one plastic bag. Still with me. So let me see. The same way I brush, the same way I apply the plastic bag. Now I go like this. Be careful, the plastic bag can get you forks too. Just be careful with it. You see I don't get too close to the crown. I stay low. I get a little close, but not too close. So I already brushed my crown. I just want my angles to lay down a little bit. Because I use patches for my crown, so it's easy for me. Like that. And close to my crown, I stay away from it a little bit. I don't get too close. I'd rather use the brush for my crown because it has to tip to get closer like that. And then I try a little bit here, you know, not too much, but just a tiny bit. Just a little love, you know. It's my first time with 720, man. I hope I hope I'm brushing the right way. And if you guys want to give me any tips, you know, I take the feedback, either it's good or bad or whatever. You know, I'm used to it already. When it comes to the media, like channels and stuff like this, people always gonna try to pull you down and talk bad about you and all that, but you know, I don't pay mind. I broke the ice already. I'm used to it. Thanks to my subscribers too. They back me on. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all motivate me like, yo, OG, forget about those guys, you know, doing your thing. So I'm here for you guys and for myself too. So I gotta give props to myself. Then I made it in 2 years on YouTube, and I'm still counting, and it's a bless. Let's keep grinding. Let's see, man. I see shadows, but I'm not satisfied yet. I see a lot of shadows, but I'm not satisfied. Let's keep grinding, man. It's your boy, Wavy, man. Love y'all, man. Peace and love. Stay out of trouble. You heard me?